Kia ora, earth signs. We're doing the elements for this lunar, full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. We're doing your element, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading's for you. I don't always lay the cards out, but I just shuffled them. And we've got a lovely storyline, I think, potentially here for this moving through the Taurus Scorpio nodal axis into the Libra Aries, which I myself personally am welcoming and will welcome with open arms. So, earth signs, we start out with the Princess of Swords here in the Thoth deck. We do go through and clarify. If you haven't tuned in before, thank you so much. Appreciate all your likes and comments, subscribes, all of that sort of stuff. And if you have already subscribed, thank you for coming back. Princess of Swords, amidst all of those clouds, really wrestles, and we know swords of the mind, really wrestles with the fact that there's some kind of threat behind those clouds, or there's a potential enemy behind those clouds. There's a lot of energy exerted and exhausted, defending something that possibly doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it did once, but it doesn't exist anymore. At some point, that princess elevates to the queen and can see the vista quite clearly, because the queen sits above that cloud, above the cumulus, because she has a large level of wisdom, learnt wisdom. Earth signs. So we then come to the beautiful Ace of Discs. It is you. It is your gift from the element of earth. It becomes materialized in the physical world around you. And the beauty of this particular card by Lady Frida Harris is the fact that actually in a lot of light, the card turns into almost a kaleidoscope, a three-dimensional kaleidoscope of potential, of form and possibility and manifestation. All of those wonderful things, earth signs. We then have the Six of Cups. We're speaking consummate balance. We're speaking about that princess laying down the sword, taking a breath, and realizing that there are counterparts, there are compadres, there are friends, there are family, and that we are all connected by these gorgeous, beautiful golden threads in the Six of Cups on a sea of it, a sea of connection. We're not fighting an invisible enemy alone. An invisible enemy. It's in the mind, right? There's a lot of abundance to be had here. I mean, in terms of in your material world. There's an understanding of your mind machinations. There's an understanding of your connections, those connections that are very important to you, earth signs. And a welcoming in of a queen, this Queen of Wands, who has overcome many hurdles. We see represented by that leopard figure, her familiar. She has overcome a lot of hurdles to get to this position. We understand that. We don't resent the world because of it. We don't resent the people that were there or weren't there to help us. We sit confidently because we understand our own abilities, earth signs. Okay, Princess of Swords. guidance from your connection. Look, whatever way you want to look at it, everyone has their own way of looking at it, but your connection to the divine, to source, force, God force, goddess force, whatever way you want to look at it, your force. Princess of Swords clarified by the High Priestess, surrendering and seeking higher guidance, higher wisdom. Going with it. Laying down the sword, the High Priestess. Can we have one more card? Well, there has been a feeling of deception in the past, but that includes all humanity, doesn't it? We've all been deceived, or we've deceived others. It's not just one-sided. Okay, but we don't want to sort of be constantly defending ourselves on that one. For some of you earth signs, did I say yes? Earth signs out there. We've got the ability now. I've got far too many cards. We've got the ability to really connect with a sort of our will. Earth signs. The fire within us. The fire within us. Can we just get one card for the Ace of Discs, please? Ace of Discs. Yes, there's something. I mean, this is coming out. There's something about, getting what you want in a particular way, right? And maybe in the past, or maybe at certain times in life, we kind of go around the back door, or we're not totally honest, we're not upfront, all of that. Maybe other people have been presented that to us as well. We've got the Five of Swords. We need to step away from this and step outside of it, in order to get some higher guidance, whether that's sort of coming from a little voice within or wherever it comes from for you. That ace is a gift. History doesn't always repeat, earth signs. We've got the Emperor here. I think you're sitting in a really firm seat. Some of you may have had to deal with an authoritarian angle, aspect, person. Who hasn't? But, over time, currently, however, whenever. But it hasn't made you resentful or defensive or any of those things. You have been zuzzed up and you are fired up like this queen with a large level of wisdom. We see that Emperor come up, and then we've got the Death card. I think you've got, maybe for some earth signs out there, a new vista of freedom that's presented itself to you. Six of Cups, please. Actually, it's kind of confusing. Six of Cups. You've had to overcome something here, whether it's been deception. I mean, who doesn't? We all experience that, having to overcome something. But it's been pretty full on. We see the Six of Cups. People coming back from the past also, if you want to look at it in a literal sense. Earth signs. We understand our connection with others, as I said, on this golden sea, full of threads. We connect it up like a million threads. We try to keep, we try and not tangle them all up, you know what I mean? We see in the Page of Swords, understanding the machinations of power and what that is, how it presents itself, how it is expressed in other people, in groups, and within yourself. You're really looking at all that stuff, and it's heavy stuff sometimes to understand and to deal with, depending on where you're at and who's around you. We then have the Seven of Swords. Yay, we're getting all the great swords here, aren't we? The Seven of Swords, deceptive behaviour possibly. We leave these two, if it is something within ourselves, you know, because we might come back for them. Well, what are the Two of Swords? It's a decision based on your intuitive capabilities, not on what you're seeing around you. I think there's a new level of trust about how you are seeing, but it's taken lots of sort of tweaks and turns and shifts and stuff to get to this point. That is your transformation at this time, Earth signs. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. Wonderful Queen. A wonderful Queen. There have been risks taken. There has been, you've pushed yourself, like experimentally, psychologically. We've got the Page of Wands. This is a youthful learner's mind. You have been open to that because you have needed to be, or you've felt that. Doing things in a slightly different way here. Three of Cups, celebratories. Being able to enjoy others. Being able to enjoy your own emotional drives in a comfortable manner, Earth signs, in a comfortable, flowing kind of way. Not to be totally obsessed, fixated, fixed, in control, but to just enjoy. Having a level of freedom to enjoy and not being too defensive and trusting people. We've all been hurt before. Oh, now, Brian Froud. Whoops, I'm just going to have to... Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy Oracle. Let's get a glimmer, a little glimmer from the Pixie and Fairies. Yes, look, that's the thing. This eclipse really for you, Earth signs, is like a doorway. So we're moving through here, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. We're moving through it. Guardian at the gate. It's a tight squeeze. Lather up your hips with a bit of butter and slide on through. You know, or a bit of olive oil. It's a tight squeeze, it's a bottleneck, but you get through the other side and it's a whole new kind of beginning again. It's really lovely. Kim Cran's Animal Spirit cards. Wow. And you can shine again. Peacock. Beautiful. And maybe you can see again. You know, Princess of Swords can't see. Look at all the eyes on the peacock. And all the eyes of the peacock. Wee, wee. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Earth signs. Do check out the other elements because you will know yourself whether you're weighted, you know, in different zones, air, fire, water. You'll know your mix, right? So thanks so much. Take good care and we'll see you next time. Check out the collective reading. Might be of insight. Ka kite, bye.